Morning, America! Okay.
Oh, my head. Hello, it's Georgia,
I'm Ryan.
and we are here to talk about our missions trip, first day in BBS.
Yes, we are. It was,
Inspiring, really. We went to McDonald's and I got to try the spicy chicken nuggets. They don't have in America. The food here is just honestly better than anything in America.
yeah,
I
and
would
it's
say.
cheaper.
Yes.
We got a pita bread thing wrap for like $5.
Yeah.
And it would have been
And
like
I had really good
$12.
donuts for $1 that I did not get because my joints would hurt.
But they were like this big,
Mm-hmm.
and they were designed all pretty. Insert picture. Just kidding, we are not doing that.
Okay. And then it was raining this morning, so we didn't get to go out as early as we wanted to. But we did end up going to a little town called Little India. And boy, I wish I had pictures to show you.
Me too.
I think they're on Facebook.
Yeah, so we got there, and they were super inviting, and like all the kids were like running up beside us, like with the bus and stuff. And then we came out, and then most of them like came up to like the car with like where we were like, playing music. And then what else happened? And then we started like dancing with them and just like playing games with them like the whole time, because because it rained. We didn't get like as much time in Little India as like we hoped to, so we kind of like had to like switch our plans and stuff. And then yeah, it was super good though. It was kind of like eye-opening about like how much we take for granted like in America, because they literally have like nothing at all, but they're like always so happy to like see us, and like them as like a whole like family is just like super amazing.
Yes, I think the hardest part about going there was definitely wanting to love so hard on these kids, but not being able to understand anything that they were saying, because they all spoke Romanian and we all spoke English. And even though we had so many like great translators, we like all couldn't have like our own individual ones. So it was more like of just like our language that we like both communicated together was just like a love language, and like loving on these kids, and just like I still like I think I asked like how do you say what is your name in Romanian so many times, and I still don't remember it because my brain hurts. But it was fun. I got to lift a bunch of kids in the air, and once I did it I couldn't stop because they wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
They just kept wanting me to pick them up and throw them in the air because that's fun. What else? Then we got in the car, which was really hard because all of these kids were like coming up and hugging me and not wanting me to leave, and it was wanting me to cry because these kids are so cute.
Yeah.
But we got in the car. We drove about 45 minutes or so to a place called what is it called? Fumishan?
Something like that.
Fumishan. And it was a little nicer than, well, it was nicer than Little India, but we were outside in Little India, and at Fumishan we were in a church building for like the main teaching part of it, and then when we split into our like groups for like sports and for crafts and for everything else, we were basically outside. The only people that were inside when we were doing the rotations were the people doing worship, because there were speakers and stuff in there. But it was hot. It got hot towards the end of the day because it stopped raining. It got really humid. But the kids were so cute, and what was really frustrating was the crafts portion of it, because we didn't get to do that when we were in Little India, so we didn't really know what to expect. And we definitely needed more people than we had. And
sorry, I was looking at the binoculars.
We had to make binoculars.
Yeah, I was looking at them here.
Dang.
They're like paper binoculars, and like they seem super simple, but with like 20 kids in each like rotation that's like coming towards
and there's
us,
only like 3 people,
and they can't really like we don't know what they're saying, and they're like just like holding stuff at us and like screaming is like so.
Daddy. I was like, what are you saying?
Yeah, and they like made up like a word that was like super confusing sometimes, and like I don't know. And then What else? It was like, I don't know, it was really hard to like communicate with them, but like also we kind of had to like just think about like why we're there and like what we're doing like with them, because a lot of the times I was getting like frustrated because like we don't have like as many translators as like I would like ever like really want, so like it's hard to like have them like translate all the time to like the kids and stuff, and like I don't know, it's just like frustrating, like really frustrating, because like I can't just like tell them like what I like.
Or sit down.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. We
like,
could not make them sit down.
Do you want this to be stapled? So I'd have to like shake the stapler and like point to the paper, and then they go.
And they're like, which one? Like, yeah.
That was probably one of the harder things, because I love to like be around kids and love on kids, but it's so hard when you can't be verbal about it and you can't talk to them, because a lot of it's almost like a big game of just charades, because they don't really know what you're saying, I don't really know what they're saying, but like we try to do our best to understand. And these kids are so like, I swear almost all of them could be like models, they're so pretty and just so beautiful, but the way they live life is so rough. And I've seen like people live like this before, so I'm not as much like shocked about it. Like I've known, like I've seen places where people live like this, but just like seeing the like joy that they have with the little amount of things that they have is just so just like inspiring. Like I can learn a lot from them, just because they really don't have anything. They just like have each other, and like they would all put their arms around each other, like whenever like Mike, our like person that's like having us at this church, he's like the main person who like runs all the camps and stuff. He was speaking, and like these little kids would like watch him, and they'd have their hands around each other and like arms, and they'd be hugging and everything, and it was just super cool to watch, because it just shows you like the true, almost like the true meaning of like what like true joy and like love is, just because they don't have anything. And it's so cool just to see like the community that they have versus like the one that we have. Mm-hmm. And it's, I don't know, it's just the thing that really like is eye-opening for me is like they're in this like community like not by choice, it's almost like by force, but like, and they're like so joyful and like happy about everything, but yet like we choose, and like the places that we're in, to be like angry and upset and frustrated when our problems, even though like our problems are valid, they're just not like as huge and as big as these ones. Like it really puts everything into perspective, and I think that's pretty cool. But since we didn't get to like talk about yesterday either.
Oh yeah. One last thing before.
Yeah, go ahead.
I personally was getting like frustrated with like myself, because I was like mad that like what she was kind of saying on like the problems, like I've never like seen like something like this before, but I've always like heard about it, and like this is actually my first time out of the country. What's up? So like I was like kind of like, I always just like hear about it, but I never like really like get to see it. So like when we like showed up there, I was like their houses are just like made out of like kind of like whatever is like around, and like they're like super small, and like there's like hard things that like all their families are going through and stuff. So I was like really frustrated with myself, because I was like, how could like I have all these problems and make them like such a big deal, even though like they literally have nothing, and like when they come up to us, it's like all they like want is love. And like I don't know,
it's just so cool to see that. Like, and we haven't even like began to like learn their stories yet, just because like this is our first day, and I think it's really gonna make it harder like for me to like just not do anything about it. Like when I hear these kids' stories, like Mojo was telling us, like there are these 4 kids that range from 2 months old to 8 years old, and their mom left them like last year because she said she could have kids at any time, so she just up and left and abandoned them in this village. And their grandma is taking care of them, but he said he saw like a few of them today, and it's just so like that's not even like the worst of the stories like to hear, but it's really gonna like break my heart like when I start to hear these kids' stories and like what happened. Like I'm pretty sure that girl like in Fumishan, the one that had the baby, I'm pretty sure that was her baby.
Yeah.
And she looked like she was 13, 14
Yeah,
years
I
old.
thought she was like
Yeah.
I don't know, like she was definitely like younger than us, and I
Yeah,
was like,
but that was her baby for sure. I knew it was, but
yeah.
just stuff like that. It's just heartbreaking to see, but I'm so excited for what's to come. And the only thing that actually I'm not even really nervous about my sermon anymore, just because I realized today that like the gypsy kid, like their attention span is not that much, and message, and it's not that you can't talk for that long. It's just you want to say your main points. You don't want to go through this whole long like sermon thing, because they won't really it's not that they won't understand. It's just that their attention will be like gone like that, and like I want them to know like the basics of my sermon. So I just need to like hit a few points. I'm probably just gonna highlight a few things like in my sermon that I think is really important,
And like also like throwback, because we didn't get to talk to you guys really from like the plane ride and stuff. It was super good. It was my first long plane ride. I've only been on a 1 hour plane ride before, and I cried. So
it wasn't that bad, actually.
Yeah, like we all slept pretty good, except when the lady like woke us up screaming. She was like, "Put your seatbelts on." Like weather.
He woke me up, and I thought the plane was going down because the turbulence was so bad. And Ryan's like, "Put your seatbelt on!" Like I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I like looked down, and I was like, "Ryan, my seatbelt's already on."
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, you're fine." And then yeah.
But it was good. Like it went by super fast. Daniel's mom, if you're watching this, I love you so much. I've been thinking about you every single day. You're the best.
My family too. Hello. I love you
Daniel's
guys.
mom.
Yeah.
Daniel's mom, though, I just want to thank you for driving us up to
the airport.
You made that ride so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed really hard. You're honestly one of my favorite moms out there. So. But
Big mom.
their food here, I have eaten everything that they've like offered to give me, and it's all been super good. Better than like American food, 100%.
Mom, I have been eating lettuce and like other veggies like that, which
I've
I
been
usually
eating
do
cabbage, cucumbers, and pickles.
which I usually do
Tomatoes.
not eat at home. So like, if you want your kids to eat better and like try new things, send them on a mission trip. That's also a plus, because now I feel more comfortable with like trying new things.
Yeah,
And
you even tried broccoli.
used to like that when I was a baby, but hate it now. But I tried it. I liked it.
It was on the
Plain
airplane.
food. So yeah, we are having a lot of fun and learning a lot
Lots
of
of
like
things.
new things, and yeah, we will be learning more and having more fun.
Goodbye, though. Have a great night, morning, wherever.
Good afternoon, America.
Whenever you were watching this. That was a struggle to say.
Yes.
Bye.